Hi there, how's everyone doing, jugglers? I am very excited this afternoon in Melbourne, Australia, 12 p.m., which is our weekly Monday meetup time, to be able to share with you. And I know that there are some of my friends in the States who are going to be joining us as well, and that's actually Sunday Eastern Standard Time, which is 10 p.m., which is quite late already. But over here, we are actually the start of spring, just the first week of September, and it's amazing, beautiful weather here. Like in my study, I have the beautiful sun shining through, as you can see. Here we are, like the sun is really bright. And yeah, so today I'm going to be sharing, a lot of different tips about how to live a healthy lifestyle that I've sort of learned throughout the years as a nutritionist, as a health coach, and weight management consultant as well. And for those of you who know what I do, you know that living a healthy lifestyle or health is really a core value of my life. But for those of you who are maybe new to this group or who don't know much about me, let me just briefly introduce myself. Kitty Cheng's my name, and for those of you who are already in this group, obviously you know that. I am a transformation facilitator, and I say that I actually rewire people's brain. Why is that? Well, because I actually help people that may be going through health issues, or that they throughout their life, in terms say maybe 5 years, 10 years, that they've been trying to lose their weight, but because of yo-yo dieting, up and down, they might not be able to do it. So what I do is to help people to go through what exactly that's happening, to go to the bottom of it and realize what exactly it is that we are not the healthiest. And so as a lifestyle coach, as a weight loss coach, as well as a nutritionist, that's what I'd love to help people to do. And it's not just a business. To me, it's a mission. It is something that I really enjoy doing, to help people reach their total wellness and true wealth. And for those of you who haven't actually seen my book, here it is. It's called Juggling Health and Wealth. I talk about the 5 dimensions of health and the 5 pillars of wealth. And I will, in times to come, share more about the content of my book as well. But I know that quite a lot of people that are on this Facebook group have already got my book. And if you're interested in getting a copy, please let me know, and I can organize that to be sent out to you. So now let's share today's topic, the 9 keys to living a healthy lifestyle. And living a healthy lifestyle is something that I think we should all aim for, and to be part of our goals. So let's dive in. Key number 1 is to approach healthy eating as a way of life, not just another diet. Because I know that many people, when they think about being healthy or losing weight, they just look at eating healthy as a diet. But in fact, it needs to be a way of life, a lifestyle that you live by. So make it a priority. When you go grocery shopping, whether you do it online or when you go to a store, do it with a list in your hand, and not when you're hungry. Because when you're hungry, then you tend to actually get the kinds of food that are not the healthiest. So stock up fruits and vegetables and the things that are packed with nutrients. Plan your meal around your fruit and vegetable rather than putting meat at the center of your meal. And do some cooking. For those of you who may be busy and say that you might not have time to cook, in fact, you can actually take time out, say on the weekend, to do that, because that will help you to control the ingredients and the portion sizes as well. You can just keep it simple, like throwing some chicken in the oven and baking some sweet potatoes, and heating up some frozen vegetables. Like all of that can actually be really quick and easy. And cook ahead and freeze on the weekend, so then during the week, if you're busy, then you can have those foods ready already, right? And also be wise about eating out. So when you dine out, portion sizes have to be something that you need to put into consideration, because nowadays all the foods out there, the portion sizes have gotten really huge. Make up your mind to only eat about perhaps half your meal. So what I normally teach with the transition lifestyle system is, if you want to be having the best type of portion, is to have a handful, like 2 handfuls of vegetables, and then wrist size of carbohydrates or starches, and then the wristful of protein like meat and stuff like that. So then you'll be able to have the right portion size and not over. And leftovers can be a part of a great lunch the next day as well. So you don't have to be eating everything that's on the plate, because nowadays, I mentioned, the portion sizes is really more than enough, more than you need to have. So when bringing home your takeaway or takeout food, serve it with a bag of salad, some fruit, and a healthier beverage from home as well. And you also need to make graduate and healthier beverage that will help as well. And it's also important, if you need to have some lifestyle changes to make it realistic, because lifestyle changes take time. And if you never really cook, or you just cook very little, then you can just slowly, gradually add to it. Say, once or twice a week at first, then, adding extra fruits and vegetables a few times a week, and then add more once you've adjusted. So as I mentioned, it's very important to look at your lifestyle as a slow progress. And try new things as well, because focus on the kinds of food that you should be having more of, rather than those that you need to cut back. Because a lot of people, if you think about cutting back, what that means is you have this mindset that, oh my goodness, I have to be depriving myself. But if you think about how you can actually add on. Hello, Georgina, good to see you. Hi, Jen, wonderful to have you. And it's very important to think of it as the idea of, having more of the good things rather than cutting back the bad things. Okay, so that is key number 1. Key number 2 is, what you put into your body is a major key to your overall health. So when cooking a good meal, make sure your plate has all the good nutrients on it. So what are good nutrients? They are what we call the macronutrients, including protein, fiber, greens, like vegetables, and good fats. So these 4 are important nutrients that you need to be on your plate when you have your lunch and your dinner, because these are the keys for helping you maintain healthy blood sugar levels and controlling hunger as well. If you have all 4 of the protein, fiber, greens and vegetables, and good fats, then your hunger will be controlled and you'll have good blood sugar level. Okay, so number 3 is what I call G-bombs. G-BOMBS. So this little acronym stands for greens, beans, onions, mushrooms, berries, and seeds. So if you have a piece of paper or like on a computer, you can take some notes. G-bombs. G-BOMBS, and I repeat, they stand for greens, beans, onions, mushrooms, berries, and seeds, because these are some of the best health promoting foods on the planet, and they are also perfect for vegans or vegetarians, because leafy greens are packed with what we call polyphenols and vitamin C, vital nutrients. These are amazing, and also help you to reduce the risk of diabetes and other degenerative diseases. And so it's really wonderful. Also, beans are slow to digest, which helps maintain blood sugar levels and prevent food cravings as well. And so beans are fantastic because it's a perfect addition to your health and weight management plan. And research also has shown that onions protect the cardiovascular and immune systems. And so, you know, eating onions can definitely help you with your heart health. And berries are superfood, and they are full of antioxidants. And, you know, antioxidants are amazing, and you need them in order to neutralize the free radicals that attack your cells. So the more berries that you can have, the better. And last but not least are the seeds and the nuts, because seeds and nuts contain healthy fats and are rich in micronutrients. And you can start incorporating more what I call these G-bombs into your diet and watch the weight take off, but also at the same time help you to be healthier. So maybe you can type it in your comment here. What out of those 5 things in the G-bombs that you like eating? I'd love to know. Well, for me personally, I really love mushrooms, and I also love onions, and berries is actually, you know, my favorite food as well. So in fact, you know, I constantly eat all of these things. So how about you guys? What do you like to eat? Okay, and then key number 4 is it's important for us not to forget to eat every 3 to 4 hours, because it helps stabilize your blood sugar levels. Now, a lot of people think that, well, if I'm going to be losing weight, then I can eat as little as possible. In fact, that's a myth. You really do need to eat every 3 to 4 hours, because if you don't, then your blood sugar levels is not stabilized. And if you eat small meals every few hours, then it helps train your stomach to feel full, so that you're less likely to give in to cravings. So that is important to be noticed, okay? And the other thing is water. Did you know that the human body is about 60% water? And that makes water one of the most important things that you have to be placing into your body. And don't confuse the sluggishness of dehydration with hunger. When we get busy, it's easy to just ignore our thirst and, you know, forget to drink enough fluids. Basic water requirements varies, you know, from individuals, but obviously the more exercise that you do, then the more water that you need. But generally, we need to have minimum 8 glasses or 2 liters. And you need to listen to your body when you're thirsty to drink more water. But obviously, depending on body sizes as well, you know, the bigger the person is, the more water it will help for you to flush down your toxins. So in addition, the amount of fluids we need changes on a daily basis, depending on the weather as well. Of course, if it is hot, our activity level is higher, and the types of food that you eat, you know, then we need different amounts of water. So stay tuned to your body's fluid needs each day and listen to your body, and then drink enough water. Keep in mind, however, that calories from beverages don't seem to register as fulfilling our body's fluid needs. So water is by far the best. I don't recommend, obviously, like alcohol, extra alcohol, too much of it, or soft drinks and soda. I would say is a no-no. If you can totally eliminate it, that's the best. Coffee, tea, yep, they're fine, and I guess not too much, you know, in moderation. Decaf is better, obviously. And if you're drinking lots of sweetened beverages or even fruit juices, then you are actually, you know, unintentionally consuming more calories than needed. So plain water and filtered water, in fact, is one of the best ways to help you to be hydrated and also you know, quench your thirst between meals. Yeah, so Georgina says you eat all as you are vegetarian. Wonderful. Yeah, fish is amazing as well, because fish has the kind of helping you to actually bring out a lot of the, you know, nutrients that you need. So that's good. Yeah, as a vegetarian, it's important for you to be eating all G-bombs, but at the same time, perhaps more vitamin B ingredients as well is important. Thanks for the love hearts, Georgina and Jan. Yeah, coffee is good for the liver. You can drink coffee, but not too much, obviously. And honey is good as well. You're right, Georgina. Okay, so key number 6. don't skip meals because it leads to hunger. And as a result, either a lot of people, if they skip meal and they feel hungry, you know what will happen? What will happen is your body will get into fat storage mode. And then, you know, there are a lot of people that will actually go into binging as a result of that as well. So it's very important to pay attention to hunger and the fullness signals. Again, it's very important for you to be conscious and mindful to listen to your body and watch your portion sizes and refrigerate the leftovers. And it is okay to leave some food on your plate once you're full, and eat slowly and take small bites. And I think next week I'm going to be sharing a little bit about how you can eat mindfully, because that is an area that I have had to train myself to do in order to be healthy in my eating habits. So I think that will be very beneficial to you. Taking small bites, and also meals should take at least 20 to 30 minutes, and slowly savor it and chew and give the brain time to process how much is consumed. Okay, and then key number 7 is to deal with your emotion in a healthy way. So all of the above 6 keys, we mainly talked about, you know, living a healthy lifestyle through eating. But in terms of our emotions and our mind, we need to deal with our emotions in a healthy way in order to be living a healthy lifestyle. If you are an emotional eater, which a lot of my clients that I work with that are going through our weight management program are emotional or stress eaters. And if you are, then you need to really identify your triggers for overeating. For coping, substitute appropriate alternatives for food. So let's say if you feel emotional, if you feel, you know, stressed, if you need to calm down, then take a warm bath, read a book, listen to soothing music, and just relax rather than go straight to the food. And if you need to vent your frustration, your anger, or negative emotions, maybe you can just go for a bit of, you know, a walk, you know, around the park. Jumping rope is great, or dance, or jumping jacks. You know, if you are able to just change your physiology, that can help you to deal with your frustration. And another thing is obviously go and talk to loved ones, you know, someone that you can share your heart with, and pray. You know, that kind of thing can definitely help you rather than go straight to food. And maybe you feel like, oh, I need to be uplifted. I've got some issues that are causing me, you know, upset and stuff like that. Then, you know, do something nice for someone. I find that when I am not in a good mood, if I can actually get out of my own way and go and help someone and do something for them, that really helps. But also you can, if you need a lift for yourself, obviously you can pamper yourself. I always say self-love, self-compassion is very important, because if you can just take time out to just pamper yourself, whether it's you know, just having a bath and watching a good movies and stuff like that. So all of this are appropriate alternatives to food. And of course, there are temporary fixes as well. Long-term health means looking below the surface and dealing with the causes of your emotions, because a lot of times, you know, our negative emotions are not just on the surface. We really need to deal with the causes and the root cause as well. So this could include learning to discuss problems, resolve issues, forgive and be forgiven. You know, all of these things are important. And so learning about this and will be able to help us to be healthier. Emotions are really complex responses to our thoughts and beliefs. And if you are chronically experiencing frustration, negativity, anger, bitterness, or even feeling of unworthiness and, you know, feeling like you're not good enough, then I think it's really a time to perhaps seek professional counseling, as well as perhaps people that are able to help you as a coach. So that is important, because our emotions can definitely impact the way we live our lives. Yeah. Anyone else maybe that are on the call or watching the replay can share with us how you deal with your emotions when things that are negative come up. I would love to hear from you as well. Okay, so key number 8 is to find support. Now, join a group or find an accountability partner, a prayer partner, or people that can really support you and understand where you're coming from, whether it's to do with your physical health, your weight loss goals, your business needs, or anything at all in terms of affecting your whole being. Because as I mentioned, in order to be healthy, you need to be healthy in all different areas of your life. As I always mention, the anchor, which is your spiritual health, your mental health, your emotional health, your physical and your social health. And if you're able to have support, then you will be able to have the partners and people that can help you set and reach your goals for healthy living in all these different areas. And if you're not sure where to start, then I would highly recommend that through this group that you're already in, part of Juggling Health and Wealth, you're welcome anytime to just type your questions that we can share, because we are mastermind. It's not just me being the owner of this group, but everyone can support each other as well. And also to be sure to check out my TLS Feel Great in 8 online support group. I've got a program which is basically helping people to feeling great in 8 weeks in all the different areas. Or if you're interested in reading, as I mentioned, my book, Juggling Health and Wealth, How to Keep All Your Balls in the Air Successfully, can help you, find the support that you need to reach your health goals. Okay, so key number 9. Before I continue, I just like to say hi to some of the friends that are on as well. Hello, Georgina. Hello. I see that Simon is here, and thank you for being here, Pamela and Pramela. Hello, Tita Dory. Thank you. Okay, so key number 9 is to have faith. Now, numerous scientific studies have found that people who live a faith-filled life are healthier, and they experience greater contentment and live longer because they have a heart of gratitude. And we need to really nourish our souls as well as our bodies and spirit. So I would highly recommend that you have faith. And key number 10, the last one but not least, is don't deprive yourself of your favorite foods. Well, you may be surprised to hear about that one, because a lot of people think, well, if I need to be healthy, if I need to lose weight, then don't I need to skip eating my favorite foods? Well, no. Deprivation leads to binging for many people, and I've seen that time and time again for a lot of my clients. Instead, what I would recommend is to set goals for small amounts of not so healthy foods that you enjoy, and we've got what we call a flex plan, where you can actually live healthily and eat healthily 80% of the time, and you can for small amounts of favorite foods of yours, you can have them. And so it's what we call the 80-20 rule, which is the Pareto principle. 80% of the time eat healthily, and 20% of the time you can indulge in some of your favorite foods. Not too much, but you can, because you don't want to be totally deprived to a point that you binge. A healthy life is a better life, is also a balanced life. So I'd like to really think about how you can actually use the 10 keys that I've just shared in order to live a healthy lifestyle. Obviously, these are not the be-all or end-all. There will be other things that perhaps you have experienced that you can add to this discussion about how you can live a healthy life as well. But I would definitely invite you to think about, how you can actually live these 10 keys in order to have better lifestyle. And if you're interested in learning more about my service in terms of the 21-day challenge, as well as the Feel Great in 8 weeks to Feeling Great, then you are welcome to check it out. I actually have calendar that you can actually sign on to in order to make an appointment online with me. We can chat more about how we can help you live a better and healthier lifestyle. And also from next Monday, the 10th to the 15th, which is Monday to Friday next week, I'm going to be having a 5-day free challenge through the Juggling Health and Wealth group, which is right here, where each day I'll be posting a challenge and a task, and so that you can actually follow through in order to be having your wellness, and it's called Wellness 101. So if you can just look at the pin post I've got on the Juggling Health and Wealth group up here, you will be able to follow that. So thank you everyone that are on this call, and I really appreciate you spending this time with me. And so until next Monday, again with the Monday Meetup, same time, same place. I'll see you next time. Have a great week. Bye for now.